A few moments later.
I mean, it's alright, like...
There's the whistle. Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is.
Hey! Shoots! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real... They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Verona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Lee Kang in. Shot could be on. Verona have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Berbatov. Goes for the shot! And that has fair fizzed. Ever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. He's in plenty of space here. He steps in and it's Neymar! And that's in! And they're threatening was a given, it always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important...
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he welcomes it in. Oh!
Beat that.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super ball! Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted. That's the end of the first 45. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's picked his way through. That pass has been well intercepted. He's having a shot! And no mistake. Barely into the second half. And already no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished. And he's done that so often.
Verona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it's...
Oh, shooting chance! And a header! And that's a sharp finish! Hellas Verona back on level terms! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And now he has two. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He won't be happy with that one. He's cut it out. O'Reilly getting this one clear. Pops it off it and wins back the ball.
Number 9.
Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Diaz. Mbappe. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Verona have themselves a chance from the spot.
Luis Diaz. Substitution.
Can he? Will he? Not a twitch, not a blink. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
Oh, good effort! This time, surely! That's put paid to the danger. He's shifting through the gears here. And the referee brings it to...
You give me just 1 minute before we conclude, but she might hear me communicate.
2 hours later.
Você acende change ni desire. You shani misaya. O pekashi ni from to me now don't ani mo so be. O tell everybody. O give you say. Touch my body.
There's the whistle.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Drogba. He's being urged to shoot. Hangs in a cross. And the pass is intercepted. Pacho to Gerrard. He's found a way through. Berbatov. Now there's the shot! Goal! Hellas Verona!
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Araujo cuts out the pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Araujo. Van Dijk. And it's Guardiola. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's been played through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Verona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Can he get on the end of this? And that's play. Chance! So let's get the ball rolling.
Verona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Berbatov. Nicely weighted ball. He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with. That is ended up in no man's land. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and...
Number 9, Berbatov.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the
Verona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Verona perhaps wondering what the best time is for
To
their...
engage the counter-attack.
Diaz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's denied! Just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
Has been indicated.
Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. That's at the end. Verona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly... He's had a shot!
So I could put you next to letter I. Take my high, baby, gotta go. It's so much chocolate. Min chatoli.
So we're up and running.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of the hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally.
Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Galatasaray are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's found a way through. Xavi. That's destined for the flank. Lofted in. Terrific!
Denied.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Diouf is offering a wry smile there.
Beckham, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Can he get on the end of this?
whoa, hey, hey!
Shot! Brilliant from Collar! A finish right from the top draw! Galatasaray are back in business! That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Berbatov. Real chance! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Opts for safety. Pacho.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Pacho. Xavi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Berbatov. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pedro Neto. Oh, good effort! Goal! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power. Threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Whoa,
Can he get it through?
whoa, hey.
Off the bar! And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half.
Nico, Vini, Dino, Gundo, you pass the ball to find that. You pass the ball because they jump. And when they jump, the space is here. They don't jump, it's alone. Turn, go, commit. They don't commit, why do you have to commit? Because they jump. He stays the ball. When the ball is here, guys, when we are in that position, we pass. What is the space? He's carrying. When the ball is here, he's the hit. Okay, let's go.
So we're underway for the second half.
Turkey really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? Well, that pass isn't the best. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Xavi. And this is Drogba. Turkey come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Whoa, hey.
He leaps for it! And that's a tidy finish! And there we have it, the 2 goal.
Taking place.
So,
What?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Galatasaray now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Out of play for a goal kick. Van Dijk.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Xavi tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Turkey perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Beckham receives it in a chance!
Denied.
Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. Claims it without any fuss. Lee Kang-in. Well, that has not gone well. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
2 added minutes have been
Promising
indicated.
position. Van Dijk. Now who's going to be first to this? Guardiola. And that is as far as it goes. Turkey illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.
You make me wanna rearrange the alphabet so I could put you next to letter I. Take my high, baby, gotta go. If you leave me again, I go die. It's all I suit this is a kitty. I can't prefer to cheat, I know you're a seriously. Yeah, it's in my dress, my seriously. I'm panel, some men in a chilly. Yeah.
So we're up and running. Well, 2025 was of course the year the Parisians finally realised their dream of becoming European champions. So many times in the past they tried and failed by expensively recruiting the fanciest names in the game. But then they showed faith in one Ousmane Dembélé.
Yeah, and I think you can say the team was built around him, Peter. Another thing they did was to play him centrally in a false nine role, sometimes even as a striker, and that led to a massive upturn in goal involvement. This is a player we always knew that it was in him. Once his fitness returned, he's never looked back.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Looks a good ball through. Shoot! Goal! Turkey! And Turkey take the lead.
It always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
After 14 minutes.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a really well-measured ball. Aimed at the far side.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a cue for him. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Xavi over to the right flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Driven in. Tries to get it clear. Now who's going to be first to this? Pacho. And here's Berbatov.
Added time.
Berbatov has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. So what can they come up with here? Strokes it back. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory.
Change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Turkey are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Turkey leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Lee Kang-in. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's fabulous. Still just a single goal between the sides.
Berbatov clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do it.
So we have movement on both benches.
19, Lee Canyon. Number 8,
Vardiol.
Number 9,
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Number 7, Shevchenko.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Can he get there? Turkey leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And this is Drogba. He has found a way through. Doesn't quite get there.
Turkey nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Gerrard cuts out the pass. Belletti. Turkey close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Added time.
Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Is another.
Luis Diaz.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Turkey can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results.